Erastus Maina Gonjiri, the production manager, RODI Center. And in RODI, we have several farm enterprises. We have the small livestock, namely the pigs, the dairy goats, the rabbits, and we also intended to keep bees. We are intending to have an apiary up there or any other top of the existing buildings. Normally here we try to do some small things because of the land size, just for the sake of demonstration, because we want to teach the urban people that they can have food from their backyard. And as you can see here, instead of having the normal flowers that normally most of us like growing, we grow food. As you can see, this is a herb. It's called mint, and you can smell it. It is the one that is used in those chewing gums, mouth fresheners, and also for herbal teas. So we have this is called amaranth, and we also have strawberry. So what I'm trying to say is, instead of planting flowers just for the sake of planting flowers, you plant good flowers, but edible flowers. And that's part of permaculture, because in permaculture, what we emphasize on is having one unit but with several uses. You have one thing, but it has got more uses. The plants here can act as food and also as flowers. As you can see, even the strawberries have got flowers. And also here we have this climbing bean. It is called the black-eyed bean. These are very special food around for your in-laws. If you want to make a special food, you cook that for the in-laws. So you can see it's a fiber, and also it can provide food. And that one is also a shrub, and also it's food. It is called pigeon peas. It is very good for the dry parts where lanes are very scarce. It is called pigeon pea or Kajana's Kajan. So if you look on this other side, you'll find that we have several types of vegetables. And in organic farming, we try to imitate nature, because we want to limit the use of pesticides. Because when you have different plants growing together, you'll have less problems in terms of diseases and also in terms of insects. Most insects don't locate their host plant by using the eyes. They use the smell, the scent. So when you have different plants growing together, we say you disorient the insect pest. You confuse the pest, so it will not be able to reach its host very easily. In fact, even in the natural forests, you'll find no one single tree is growing next to another tree of the same species. That's the creation from God. So that if there is an insect that is eating, let's say for instance, this a tree tomato, before it reaches another tree tomato, there is a buffer, there is something else hindering it from going to the next host plant. Therefore, by so doing, because different plants will produce different smells, you will confuse now the insect, and the insect will find it very rough trying to rocket its host plant. The other area, we have been talking of food scarcity. For instance, if one crop fails, you can have another one that will not fail. It can fail because of maybe plant diseases or by attack of insect. So, and that one will help you to have something on the table. The other area is about nutrition. A lot of diseases are caused by malnutrition. If you eat well, you will be healthy and you will be able to resist very many problems. And it is because of monoculture that we are facing the current food problems. Because if there is a crop failure of one crop, that will mean we will go hungry. So if you look around, you'll find that our soils here are very poor. It is maram, but all in all, we are trying to grow things, and as you can see, we have very, very healthy crops. And we do this by using compost. Normally, if you rely on synthetic fertilizers, your soils become very poor, very exhausted very fast. But now we are trying with time building our soils as poor as our soils might be. If you look at this area, previously it was a parking area even there, but we converted it to a food forest. You can see we have different fruit trees. We have an orange, we have this tamariro, we have apple. You can see an apple here, that one, and this one is an apple. We have mulberry tree, and all these are food crops, food trees. And instead of having a tree that will only provide you with the shade, you have a tree that will provide you with the fruits. And also it will act as a weed brick. And that's what is permaculture is all about. Using one thing with many uses. In the hedge there, we have got crabbing beans on the hedge, but that hedge was made by our neighbor there. If it was for us, we would not have planted that. We would have planted fodder trees. There are some fodder trees that are very nice live hedges that can be used by our livestock. But with the time, we are going to plant trees like cariadra that we can be cutting for our small livestock. Any question? So in the center here, as I had said earlier on, it is for demonstration and also production, because most of the food that we eat comes from here. And that's why we are planting fruits. Even we have pineapples, and also for training purposes. And we are geared towards telling the urban people that they can be able to grow food at their backyard, regardless the size of the land. And that's why you are hearing of hanging gardens, green walls, green tops, and all that is to combat the land scarcity problem. And most of people think that because land is not there, people cannot eat. We have, if you can see back there, we have a portable garden whereby you use a very small piece of land and you can grow a lot of vegetables. Because in 1 meter square, you can be able to grow more than 100 vegetable plants in 1 meter square area. So it's a technology that is becoming very popular, and it is very ideal for the urban people, and not even for the urban people, even back in the rural areas. You'll find that land has been demarcated a lot because of that aspect of land inheritance. You find that the land was owned by your grandfather had 7 sons. The land was divided 7 portions. Then the 7 sons had each 8 children, because here in Africa we are very prolific. We give birth to many children. So you'll find that land has become even less in the rural areas, not only in the urban areas, because of demarcation aspect, and that brings food problems all over. We have realized that we are not growing enough vegetables for our customers around. We want to put all that area with the portable bags like that one there, because we will produce more from that. But currently we are using water from our fish pond, of which you'll realize that
when we go there,
yes, we are using water now from the fish pond, and then we use a pump. Here we have our nursery, vegetable nursery. This is spinach, and those are kales. And also here we demonstrate on having several types of fodder. We have napier grass. This is napier grass, otherwise called elephant grass, and it is intercropped with desmodium. Desmodium is also a fodder, and it fixes nitrogen in the soil. So when you are cutting now the napier grass, you cut it together with the napier, with the desmodium, and then you feed to your rice stock. And also we have in the extreme edge there we have Rusan. Then we have another fodder called bomber roads, that one there. And also we have another grass here called the name has evaporated, but I'll tell you. So this section here we are trying to demonstrate on the use of different fodder: napier grass, bomber roads, and Rusan. And here we have our pig section, and the breed is called Raj White, or the chain. Normally when the pig is idle, it can be very notorious. It can break the walls, and also the effort of eating the other the tail of the other pig. Yeah, so to keep it busy, you put that chain there, or you put a tire so that it will use its, yeah, it will be occupied and exercise there. Otherwise the snout is very strong, and it's always wants to do something like digging the floors and the like. And you can see the mother of all the pigs here. Yes. So we have that small compartment there. It's called a crib, and a crib is where, when you have young pigs, the pigs, because sometimes the mother can lie on the young ones go and hide in that corner there. And also when you have weaned now the piglets, and you want to start feeding them, because you know a pig is not like a human being that it will know that these feeds are meant for the young ones. So you feed now your young ones from that crib. It is called crib feeding. Yes. And nowadays, pig farming is becoming very profitable because many people now are eating pigs. Yes, so many of them. I hear in Thika here, more than 100 pigs are slaughtered daily. Yeah. You'll find there's so many pork centers there, and people are eating a lot of pigs. And it's very easy to grow pig. It's comparing the land size and whatever, you can have very many pigs in a small area, and they grow very fast. They mature very fast. Within 6 months, they are ready for the market. So it's an area where the youth can start thinking about, and they go to pig farming, because land is also becoming very scarce, and I don't think there is more land to benefit from your parents now. So maybe if you are in a plot, you can be able to keep pigs. And as I have said, they bring money very fast. Within 6 months, they are ready for the market. Okay, here we have another section. It's a rabbit section. And here we feed our rabbits on rabbit pellets and also on hay. And as you know, rabbit meat is very nutritious, and it is also white meat. And also rabbits can multiply very fast. So it is something that you can go for. And in fact, as you can see this building, you can have your rabbit cages going up like that, like the multi-story garden. So because of space, we'll be having other cages here. And normally nowadays, what we do, because rabbits, if you put feeds on plastics, the rabbits will eat. So you use clay pots for water and also for the pellets. These are rabbit pellets. You put a little and then you have water. We had that mentality that rabbits don't take water, but it was misconceived thinking. So, but normally, because back in our rural areas, rabbits are fed on very green vegetables, and that's why you'll find them urinating every time, and it is not very healthy. And the other thing that I would like maybe to tell you, because I know you'll be doing this, instead of using wire mesh or chicken wire, you use timber because of the rabbit urine. And as we will see from the other end, we harvest our urine, the rabbit urine, to use it as a foliar fertilizer in the farm. And the rabbit urine nowadays is very expensive. It's more expensive than a cow's milk. So it's something that we should think about. And because as we were hearing this morning, poverty has been there because of the cost of farm inputs. So we are trying in organic farming to cut the cost of farm inputs by using the locally available resources. We use cow urine, you use rabbit urine, and then you'll save on the fertilizers. You can see they are very smart, eh? And nowadays rabbits are very expensive. One can go for 1 kg of rabbit meat goes for about 400. But the breeding rabbits can cost even 5,000.
Breeding.
Yeah, for breeding, not for meat. Here is where we correct and harvest our urine. The urine comes to this gutter and then it goes to that container. And now now we take our urine now from here. We correct it there and then we put it here. Let's go to the other side. Okay, there we have a section of hydroponics, although currently we don't have wheat. And hydroponics is growing of crops without the use of the soil. So we grow fodder on those aluminum trays there, and then we feed them to our goats, our pigs, and our chicken. And here we have a goat section, the dairy goats, although we have some that are indigenous. And it's good to note that 6 goats consume what 1 dairy cow can consume. So because of land size, you can think of going to dairy goats. And also because of the nutritional value, goat's milk is more expensive than cow's milk. So, and as I was saying that you can grow a hedge, a live hedge, and then you can be taking the clippings and then you feed them to your animals. Here we have a greenhouse. You can see the capsicum. You can see how big it is, and there's no fertilizer used. No fertilizer. It's only organic, and you can see we use the chicken manure. And you can see the kind of thing that is coming out. And even you can see that the tomatoes, but these tomatoes are frontiers. But you can see they are doing very well. And because of the greenhouse effect, crops grow very fast. And the aim of having a greenhouse is to control the adverse weather. Yes. And you know, with the because of this paper, the temperatures here are very hot, and they make the plants to grow very fast. Yeah, hot temperatures, the crops grow very fast. If you go to the highlands there, you'll get crops there stay for a longer time than in the lower lands, provided you have got water, enough water. And with these kind of temperatures, your crops will do very well. And the other thing is about because of insects. This net here is called insect-proof net. There's no net, there's no insect that can come and attack. Although it is advisable when you come here, you close the door very fast, yeah, to avoid insects coming in. And also because of like if we have heavy rains, you will protect your crop from hailstones. Huh? You will protect your crop from strong winds. So that's why we advise people to use greenhouses, because you will cut on the cost of insecticides and also fungicides, because the crop is in a controlled environment. Here we have our fish pond, and the fish that we have here is called tilapia. And We normally advise a farmer to have a chicken house on top of the fish pond, and the chicken droppings fall, and then they fertilize the water in the pond. And when the water is fertile, it grows what we call planktons or algae, and that is the natural food for the fish. So instead of going to the market to buy fish pellets, you use now the droppings from the chicken. The chicken fertilizes the pod, and the pod grows algae. And then, because it is very ideal to be pumping the water out, this water is very nutritious for our crops. Instead of buying fertilizers, we use now this water, which is having droppings from the chicken and also from the fish, which becomes very rich for our vegetables. Thank you. And behind you there, you will find indigenous chicken. We keep curry improved that grow very fast, and also they are superior to the other chicken, the ordinary indigenous chicken. These are curry improved, and within 4 months they are ready to start laying eggs. Our tree nursery, we have pawpaw trees, and also we have moringa trees, and we have rosemary. This is a herb. You know rosemary? Yeah, it's good for herbal tea. You use this one as a?
Oh, also for cooking with the potato.
Cooking with the potato?
Yes.
Yeah, here we use it cooking with the meat, because we like meat.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and this is called eggplant. Eggplant is, you'll see it on top of that bag there. It's sometimes it's called aubergine or brinjal, all those names. And behind you here, you'll find a hedge that's of very great importance, as we were saying that hedges, instead of just planting useless hedges, you plant a hedge that has got more benefits. This is called tithonia, and tithonia is very rich. It fixes nitrogen into your soil, although it is not a legume. And you use tithonia to put in that container there, and we make plant tea from it. That is used as a fertilizer. You put the leaves in a sack, and then you immerse it in a drum of water, and then it is sit there for 7 to 14 days, and then you use now the water as a foliar fertilizer and also as a drench. You can put it around your banana crops or your mango trees, and then you will have done it good. So let's go behind here.
And it be used as an insecticide?
Yes, it can also be. Let's come this way. You see, the moment you change, it can be used as a repellent, because it has a very strong smell. When you apply it on top of a crop, the insect will not love that environment, and automatically it will not attack that crop, because it is bitter. And even, in fact, you can take a leaf and chew it. It is a bit bitter. So when it is applied on top of an insect, there is that irritating sensation, and then the insect can decide to run away. And also it is used as a human medicine for stomachache and for malaria. And it can also be used as a hedge to stop this from coming to your compound, and goats from your neighbors and chicken. Okay? We have several herbs here. This one is called sirari. You know sirari? Yeah, it's also a vegetable. And I would urge you young men to start using a lot of herbs. If you don't want to get aged very fast. Start eating herbs now. Eat herbs, eat a lot of greens, and then you'll stay for many years. It's a herb, it's a spice. Yeah. Okay, this unit vermicomposting area, and vermis is a Latin word using meaning vermis is a Latin word using saying vermis is a Latin word for the earthworms, and these are the earthworms that are called red regulars. And we get two products from this place. We get vermicompost, and also we get vermiliquid. When you harvest this stuff that you see here, it's very good for planting of crops. It is called a vermicompost. And then, as you can see, this chamber here is slanting a bit, 1% slope to that edge, and we have a container there that corrects the excessive water that you apply here goes there, and you use that water as a foliar fertilizer for your crops. You can see how we are getting our soil amendment for fertilizing our soils, and how we get our foliar fertilizers from the rabbits, from the earthworms, and you feed the earthworms from the waste from the kitchen. Because sometimes it is very difficult to make compost piles because you can lack the materials to have a compost pile. So normally, if you are in an area where you cannot get enough materials, you can use the worms. You feed the worms, and then the droppings from the worms, you can use it as a fertilizer, and it's very rich. In fact, we have our composting area where we have that gentleman there. That's where we have our pile compost. We forgot to see it, but all in all, that's the way we fertilize our crops. And this one, as you can see here, it's called it's grapes. It's very important to have all types of crops. Others will be ground covers, others will crib on top of others, and that's what permaculture is all about. Behind you there you can see a cribbing plant. It's called air potato. It also produces food. This one here, it is like the yams that we dig from the ground, but this one produces from the top. Yes, and it is directed to that head there. We harvest the lano from the road there, and then we channel it to the arrow roots. You can see this. And then the other side, we channel the water going that way. The other one there goes that way. So all the water is utilized fully. Yes, there are bumps also. For speed limit, instead of saying speed limit, you put a bump, but a useful bump. You can see the pumpkins growing there at the hedge. That one. We wanted to cover that hedge, and then we'll get pumpkins from there. Na hiyo ni mint. It's called Wabugia ugandensis. Moiri. No, Muthega in Kikuyu. Muthega. If you have a problem with your tooth, nani ako na shida ya meno? Meno inauma? Sahi? Tafuna hii. Na mtalipa, unajua ni daktari? Inawaka. Hebu kwanza uambie wenzako. all the bacteria will be dead. Yote tafuna yote tafuna hiyo matawi yote. Yes, hiyo hata inasaidia tumbo na inaua amiba yote ile iko kwa tumbo. Unless you have a question. Yes. Yes, this one here. That one. Yes, Prunus africana, and it's a medicinal one for prostate cancer. The moiri.
So can you use this one to brush your teeth?
Yes, brush your teeth. Instead of you using the ordinary brush, eh? Unasikiaje kevo? Eh? Tamu, eh? Yes, na inaua yote germs. Iko maswali? Any questions? Gani? Oh, okay. Yes. This one is called hibiscus or roselle. Normally you harvest the fruit like this, and then you remove now these ones. You dry these ones, or if you want to preserve them, you dry them. Then you'll be using the leaves to make a herbal tea.
The one in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Also in the kitchen.
In fact, maybe even now you'll have it. It's very nice, and it makes you to relax. It is antioxidant. It purifies the blood, and you sleep very well at night. And also it is used to prevent high blood pressure, because you know the cause of high blood pressure can be caused because of the impurities in the blood. So when your blood is purified and it is clean, it doesn't give the heart hard time to pump. So it's very nice, and you'll drink it, I'm sure. It's called hibiscus, and it's a flower. You can plant it and you can use it as tea, and it is very good for juice making. Yeah, it's called sweet yellow passion, not the purple one. Yes, that one is just for water harvesting. We get water from that oozes from down, and because here we have shortage of water, we normally use that place to irrigate our crops. Haya, unless you have a question. Okay. In pineapples, in pineapples, you can have two planting materials.
Yes.
There is what we call the crown and the sprit.
The split.
Yes, these ones will produce sprigs as they
from
grow.
the side, yeah.
From the sides.
You can get that one.
Yes.
Which one propagates better?
It depends, because you see,
Yeah.
it will depend on the age of the sprit that you are using.
Okay.
If it is a bigger one, it will produce faster than you have removed it when it is very small.
Okay.
And you see, it is easy to propagate through the sprigs, because you can get them from the farmers who are producing. But now the tops,
Yes.
it's difficult, because you see how they remove it.
Oh.
They destroy it.
But you can still you can grow that one.
Yeah, the crown.
Okay.
Yeah, there is the crown and the sprigs. Yeah, and here we were demonstrating on the use of this small portable garden. You can move with this one when you want to vacate your house, you can carry it and you go with it to your new area of residence.
How many kilos would that be?
It is not connected to the ground directly.
Something yellow down there. I'm just wondering about the weight factor.
Unabeba na truck. Ka pick up.
No, kuinua hapa.
Hapa. Yes. Kuna ka container kako hapo chini mnakainua.
Kula lunch.
Kama umekushiba.
Mwaka maji. Mwaka maji sana.
Si mnaona hiyo plant hibiscus. Si unaona vile ina grow. So inatoa hizi alafu tena inatoa zingine hivyo. Na unakuwa na chai nzuri sana. Hata hapa tumekula maembe. Hapa ilikuwa na maembe. We had two fruits here, yes. We had two mangoes.